Howdy everybody, Nimoy LaCoy here. We're looking again at Love and Respect by Dr. Emerson Eggerichs. And if you haven't had a chance to pick up a copy of this book and you'd like to, I'll post a link in the comments below. But the first several chapters in this book are broken into what's called the crazy cycle. And we'll get to that just briefly in a moment. And the first few chapters, first few paragraphs, he gives a little bit of a background into who he is and his background and where did he come up with this love and respect idea that women want to be loved and men want to be respected. And the basic gist that he drives from is the Bible. And it's found in Ephesians chapter 5. It says in chapter 5, verse 33, it says, "Each one of you also must love his wife as he loves himself, and the wife must respect her husband." So the root of what he's claiming is drawn from the Bible. And he claims that the root of all marital issues, like questions about money, fights about money, about sex, about child raising, everything can be traced back to this root. And I got a little picture of the crazy cycle here for you guys to look at, because it doesn't matter who starts the crazy cycle. Once the crazy cycle starts spinning, like, things get out of control, right? So for a husband, when he feels disrespected, he normally, default state, responds in an unloving way. And a wife, when she feels unloved, her natural default state is to respond in a disrespectful way. So once the fights get started and, between two people that love each other, this crazy cycle can start spinning. And that's going to be a problem. That's a problem. It's one that I've seen in my own marriage. I've definitely seen in other people's marriages. And I see in relationships even outside of marriage. It's definitely a challenge that we all face in any relationships. Now, I've been in church a long time, and I've definitely heard all the times about how, we need to love one another more. Husbands need to love their wives more. Wives need to love their husbands more. But Dr. E says that one of the main things you can do to show your husband that you love him is respect him. And this, to me, this was kind of like a mind-blowing idea. Like, I've read that passage before in the Bible. I'm not new to this. And so, this was just kind of like, wait a minute. This is a little thought-provoking for me, where it's like, man, this respect issue, this issue of respect. Now, one of the things that I thought was very interesting early on is he talked about his early childhood. And it made me think about just the impact of our parents and that we have as adults on our children's lives, and where that guides them and directs them throughout their life. And it made me think about, as a gamer dad, as someone that wants to spend my hobby in my free time playing video games, is, am I sacrificing the relationship that I have with my children for video games? And 20 years from now, if my children don't know me, does it matter what my kill to death ratio was in Warzone? Does it matter how many wins I had? Does it matter how great I was at this game if I don't know my children? I didn't invest in my children's lives, because the impact that we have in our children's life is going to be huge. So there might be times that we need to put the controller down and we need to spend time with our family. For myself, if I stay up way too late, that means in the morning, I'm either going to wake up and just be really groggy and upset and short with my children, or I'm going to sleep in and just be this mass on the couch that my children come up and poke and prod when they need water. What do we want to be as a parent? What are we looking for? What are we doing? And the impacts of what we're doing, something very thought-provoking to be thinking about. So we're going to take a look a little bit more at the crazy cycle in the next chapter.